Previously on Baldur's Gate.
We carry mind flayer parasites. Unless we escape, unless we are cleansed, our bodies and minds will be tainted and twisted. Within days, we will be Geich, mind flayers.
I thought that damn thing was going to be my coffin. Thank you.
As you wake, the tadpole squirms in your skull. Other than the infection, you're more or less intact. A miracle, given everything you've been through, but it'll all be for nothing if you don't find help soon. The tadpole is a death sentence, and the clock is ticking. You need a cure.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
You're alive. I'm alive. How is this possible?
I was hoping you might know that.
I remember the ship. I remember falling. Then nothing.
What happened to our Gith friend?
You might want to reconsider calling her a friend. Looks like she ran off without us.
Do you know where we are?
No, I don't recognize this place. But anything's an improvement on where we just came from. First things first, we need supplies, shelter, and most of all, a healer. We might have escaped, but we still have these little monsters in our heads.
Do you want to stick together?
We need each other, and we both know what's at stake. Can't think of better company.
Alright, let's get moving.
One thing, just before we go. I wanted to thank you again for freeing me. It would have been all too easy for you to run right past my pod, but you didn't. I'll remember that. Lead the way.
The two of them continue up the beach, looking for survivors of the wreck as they go. They come across an old locked
Get that
door
open, you
on the
say?
cliffside. They
Maybe
leave
there's
it be
another
and
entrance.
head further into the wreckage. They end up spotting a small group of intellect devourers blocking their path. They get into a small scuffle and quickly kill them. After the fight, they keep moving through the wreckage to the other side of the beach, where they see an elven man staring intensely at some bushes.
Hurry! I've got one of those brain things cornered. There, in the grass. You can kill it, can't you? Like you killed the others?
Easily. Stand aside.
There. Can you see it? Shh. Not a sound. Not if you want to keep that darling neck of yours. And you, keep your distance. No need for this to get messy.
I need him alive. Stow that blade, or I'll show you just how messy things can get.
Promises, promises. But I have other business, I'm afraid. Now, I saw you on the ship, didn't I? Not? Splendid. And now you're going to tell me exactly what you and those tentacled freaks did to me.
You have it backwards. They took me prisoner, just like you.
Don't lie to me.
Your mind twists. You're looking out of unfamiliar eyes, prowling dark, busy streets. You try to hold the memory, but it fades to the worm. The light, the fear.
What was that? What's going on? I saw into your mind. They took you. Just the same as me. And to think, I was ready to decorate the ground with your innards. Apologies.
Glad to see we're all caught up now.
Indeed we are. Please, allow me to introduce myself. My name's Astarion. I was in Baldur's Gate when those beasts snatched me.
Name's Jordan Sandstorm. I was on the road when they took me, got free, wondered about the ship. Now we're here.
My, you've been busy. So, did you learn anything about these worms while wandering the ship?
Yes, unfortunately, it'll turn us into mind
Turn us
flayers.
into... Of course it'll turn me into a monster. What else did I expect? Although, it hasn't happened yet. If we can find an expert, someone that can control these things, there might still be time.
Control it? No, we need to get rid of it.
Well, yes, of course. But first things first.
You should travel with me. Our odds are better together.
You know, I was ready to go this alone. But maybe sticking with the herd isn't such a bad idea. And anyone that can crash a mind flare ship and walk away seems like a good person to know. All right. I accept. Lead on.
And it's her.
Our group of three keeps searching the wreckage. They come across a mind flare trapped under a part of its ship.
You approach the dying monster. This is the thing that abducted you. You could end its life here and now, if only you didn't feel compassion. Compassion? You can't move, can't think. Thinking is mercifully done for you. It will be a joy to serve, to die for it an honor. It's possessing your mind, forcing you to love it. But then the feeling slips. The creature's mind seems to focus elsewhere. The monster lies exhausted, defeated. Its eyes, wet orange pearls, radiate malice.
The group keeps moving till they see a purple vortex on a stone.
You approach the sigil on the stone. Magic glitters and swirls from it erratically, as if malfunctioning. It looks slightly dangerous.
A hand? Anyone? That's it! Go on! Keep pulling! Waterdeep. Apologies. I'm usually better at this.
No need to apologize, are you alright?
A bit shocked, but friend, it's a relief and a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Say, but I know you, don't I? In a manner of speaking. You were on the nautiloid as well.
Yes, I was.
And I can only assume you too were on the receiving end of a rather unwelcome insertion in the ocular region. The insertee we speak of, this parasite, are you aware that after a period of excruciating gestation, it will turn us into mind flayers? It's a process known as ceramorphosis, and let me assure you, it is to be avoided. You don't happen to be a cleric by any chance, do you? A doctor? Surgeon? Uncannily adroit with a knitting needle?
You seem to know enough about our condition to realize it's beyond most clerics' skills.
Most, no doubt, but I find myself hoping to be in the presence of the few. You don't happen to be one of them.
Can't say that I am.
We're most certainly going to need a healer, and soon, too. How about we lend each other a helping hand once more and look for a healer together?
Sounds like a plan. You're welcome to join me.
Most excellent. Parasite shared is a parasite halved, or something to that effect. Oh, but before you think you're about to embark on a journey with most ill-mannered a man, thank you for pulling me out of that stone. It was an act of foresighted kindness, I assure you. For I have the feeling ample opportunities will present themselves for me to return the favor.
With the party now full, they journey further up the hill, running into a couple of tieflings.
Zoru was right. Yellow as a toad and twice as ugly.
The thing's dangerous. Leave it for the goblins to kill.
And if it escapes, how will you... Oh, a guest.
Your skull pounds in response to the prisoner's white-hot stare. Her lips don't move, yet you hear her voice.
Get rid of them.
I guess Yankee is an intelligent humanoid. Release her and discuss this matter civilly.
Can't be that clever. Walked right into our trap.
But Demaze, if it's intelligent, we can't just...
No, we're taking it back to camp. Zevlor will know what to do with it.
They are also dangerous. Leave and I'll take care of it.
He's right. Let's go. We need to check out that blast.
A blast?
You didn't hear it. Shook our camp good, so we came for a look.
I am in dire need of a healer. Do you have one in your camp?
Northwest. Look for Nettie. Whatever your wound, she can mend it.
And be careful. There are goblin traps everywhere.
Nymessa, come.
Enough gawking. Get me down.
Now that they're gone, sure.
Keep a blade.
Observe and listen.
Enough talk.
You'll hear
Get
goblins
me down.
before you see them.
As you say.
No time
The
to rest.
tadpole hasn't yet scrambled all your senses. Auspicious. But the longer we wait, the more it consumes. My people possess the cure for this infection. I must find a creche. You will join me.
Careful. She obviously sees your kindness as weakness. Don't let her take advantage.
And what exactly is this crech?
It is many things. A hatchery, a training grounds, a shelter. Githyanki protocol is clear. When infected with a Gaith tadpole, we must report to Augusto for purification.
Alright, we'll journey together and find this Krech.
You are full up. Dismiss your weakest warrior.
Wait at camp. We can talk there.
Very well, but heed my words. The Horned Ones mentioned a camp. One there, this Zoru, has seen Githyanki. A crash must be near. I must interrogate this Zoru. Our very lives depend on it. I will be at your camp. Do not keep me waiting.
The party continues up the hill. As they approach, they hear shouting.
Open the bloody gate! Nobody gets in! Zevlor's orders! That pack of goblins will be on us any second!
What's going on?
Goblins are on our tail! Open the gate, Zevlor, now!
You let goblins here? Where is the druid?
Please! There's no time!
By the nine hells! Open the gates! Damnable roach! Provoke the blade! Then suffer its sting.
Astarion hides and releases an arrow at a goblin archer, killing it instantly. Jordan climbs up a hill, killing another goblin archer. Shadowheart runs forward, sending a firebolt at a goblin.
By sickle and sword, strike them down!
Gale follows suit, dashing forward and casts Witch Bolt on the bugbear. Astarion hides and sends an arrow at the bugbear. Jordan runs down the hill, getting behind the bugbear, and makes 2 quick strikes. Shadowheart jumps out of the grease and sends a firebolt at the ward. Gale activates Witch Bolt. Astarion jumps out of the grease, heading towards the hill for some high ground. Jordan swings his quarterstaff, killing the bugbear. He then unleashes a flurry of blows on the goblin. Shadowheart shoots a firebolt at a goblin.
That was the last of them. Inside! All of you! More may follow! Open the gate!
With the fight over, the party quickly checks the bodies for anything useful and heads inside the gate.
There are children here, you fool!
We was running for our lives.
You led them straight to us, and you let them take the druid too? Unbelievable!
One fight just ended, now you're picking another.
Tell that to the dead at the gate.
Shut it, Horns! I'd be lying dead next to the goblins if you'd stalled any longer.
My duty is to this camp.
Oh, God forbid you risk your precious tail. But I shouldn't be surprised. Foulbloods ain't known for courage.
You see the tiefling's jaw clench. He's about to erupt.
More violence won't bring back those you lost.
You're right. There's too much at stake.
Worried about your precious hides, the both of you.
Enough! Squabbling is pointless. The goblins have found us.
At least we agree on that.
After avoiding a second fight, the party rests to end this eventful day.